This game is going to tell us who is going to be able to try to put their hand on the trophy.
This is for all of the chips, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to see a little bit of a different map play here. We're going to see some people at Stilltide and Sunwing with less people spawning around Celestra. FPX still in their signature spot. It looks like it's been a very good spot this time, and we're going to see TM Pampy going down already.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game 5 of the Naraka Bladepoint World Championships. This is it. I'm your caster, Zach Peña, and with me,
I'm Sebastian Morin.
Let's go, Seb. Take it from here. ADA 149 is going to fall, same as Raw True. This is terrible for ADA.
ADA is going to go down. They look like they're going to try and go for the revive here. Xiao Ming still alive. They're going. YL Next is going to be able to get a lot of loot from the bodies of the ADA players as we now go to Nat L hiding underneath the banister right there. He's trying to run away right now because Dot Gaming is going to try and attack. He does not actually have a ranged or a melee weapon. He only has ranged weapons in hand.
He only has ranged weapons in hand, and that's very bad for him, as right now he needs to quickly get his hands into whatever that he can find. A butter knife is going to be fine. It's going to be fine too.
We see TM grabbing and camping where Pampy will be revived. We'll see if he'll be able to get the kill in the kill feed as we turn to KN versus Team CC. This is what I said, these teams fighting each other early, these very, very strong teams, not getting many kills on the weaker teams and the less ranked teams. We're seeing them against these teams.
They're trying to spot each other, man. They need to target each other because they know that this is do or die. Team TC 330 being taken solo. It's not gonna be able to. Oh, look at that, the Kurumi! The Kurumi F skill is going to put him back in game.
Kurumi using that ult and F skill there to just regain all of the health. 330 is still going to go down to Nai HQ, and BBS Huncho is going to go down to KZ's Ouija.
Now Team CC's MZZ, knowing that he's the last player on, but he's right now being hunted down. The grapples come in. They want to slow him down. They're gonna corner him. He goes up in the air, hits the roof, goes down, and MZZ is gonna fall down to Nai HQ.
DZC also taking out 2 members of GBL. Looking now.
J-Team taking kills on KRT, KRT in Amuse and Ferupia. Falling to Wuxi 9-8 and Wenlong. Amazing start for J-Team.
ADA Roju gonna try and hit this third party, getting the kill on BBS Huncho as they are back at full strength. Actually, no resurrections necessarily. They got their revives off. They can spot YL Next behind them, but they're gonna try and go for Meltinez, knowing that Meltinez is the last player. He's going to climb the tree and try and get away from them.
He's trying to run away, but he's not gonna be able to. Look at that. KZ YDC is going to take a lot of people. Look at that leave with the Viper Ning.
Viper Ning ult less successful than normal, but they also have that Bane's Breath that we saw from them last game as well that was very huge for them. They're going to loot KZ's Guiji. They're going to try and regroup here, hiding in that Bane's Breath.
J-Team is just looking very solid, man. Like, they already have an advantage. And the beginning of the game is just telling us that they're solid as a rock right now.
Oh no, look at that. Xiao Ming, their heal player, Kurumi, is going to be going down for Team ADA. That is going to completely change the dynamic of how they're going to play. They still are able to get their revive off. So we'll see how it works, but they're going to try and get the revive before going for that resurrection. Rozu looked like he's going for it right now. I think Wild Next Slayer saw that happening, so they're going to try and intercept it, but they're going to be able to pull it off.
It's already 3 ADAs, man. Like, it's time for everyone just to kind of move back. Look at that. Slayer does not care, and he's going to try to come in, and he's going to start the scrimmage as well.
They're going to get a parry off. I'm not sure from which team, but we're going to see XD coming out with the Monk. 149 from 88 choosing not to pull the Monk out, but Roju is going to pop his ult, getting healed from that Kurumi, and XD is going to get a grab on KZ's player, Guiji.
Guiji goes down on the ground, but he's gonna be able to be saved by his teammates that come to the help at the rescue at any second.
YL Next XD is going to go down to CPG, the Jing coming out of nowhere.
Coming out of nowhere with the musket.
We're going to see 149 demonking right now. He's way too big of a target. He's going to try and get some shield back and health, but he only has 1 heal and 1 shield powder and no pots, so it's going to be hard.
The Jing with the nunchucks gets the combo on. Woo! Taking that. He's going to take on J-Team Wuxin, and J-Team Wenlong is going to take back on Kakashi.
Wenlong is going to get parried by the Jing, and the Jing is going to have to pop his ult on the inside, trying to get Nai HQ, trying to get a couple kills here. CPGK is going to go down there, so the Jing is going to be the last person standing. Wuxian is also down, Kakashi down, KN is going to try and come in and get this kill here. They're going to be chasing him and trying to get revenge.
They're going to try to get revenge, as you can see. The Jing trying to hold to the roof, but he's going to fall to Lee Xin-sen's longsword.
Looking now, J-Team not going to revive their player. They're just going to go for that resurrection. KN able to knock 1 player off of that bridge. Wuxian almost done his time. He's not able to go and get resurrection, so they're going to go... Sorry, he's not going to be able to get revived, so he's going to go get resurrected.
Look at this. We're turning around. DZC and Team CC just battling it out inside the mountain.
Team CC actually getting to take a fight early this time. It has been a very different play from them as usual. They're fighting inside the vault for that loot. Team CC usually being uncontested to that area because it is an area where there's usually lots of contested normal games.
But right now DCC is just trying to claim it. They know that this fight might mean a lot to them, as we saw Team CC's 330 just being hauled and dropped down on the ground. Sanju is going to claim on that win.
Sanju is going to get that kill. DCC Yinyan is going to get a parry on Ming, and it's up to MZZ, but MZZ is also going to go down. They have their resurrections, so it's going to be okay, but Yinyan is going to claim those vault items, and it's going to be a huge advantage for them.
The first time that Team CC is just being contested over here at the vault. Nobody ever just comes close. Team CC just gets the vault easily, gets all the items, but this time nobody wants to take that. The other teams, they don't want to die quietly.
Nobody wants the smoke right now as Bane's breath is going up. We're going back to FPX. Li Xiaopi here, they're just climbing and grappling along the rooftops, and we're now going to turn to TM versus LY.
Let's see, TMs and LY's monks, both of them go up. Akame is just super low. It's not going to look good for them as one of his teammates is taken on air. Now L is going to be taken one more time. There is no one from LY that can actually help the Blue Sky to give some damage. They cannot deal it.
Blue Sky here is going to grab Nael twice in a row, not being able to deal damage the first time, but getting the slam off the second time. Blue Sky is going to go out of his ult. He's going to try and pop the bell, but he doesn't need it. He's going to be able to get out there purely on dash. LY Nihao getting a huge hit, knocking back that TM player. It is looking very bad. They're both going for that same katana hit, both of them blocking each other at the same time. Pampy here in hot pursuit.
TM and LY had such a long fight right over here. TM's Akame went down, and then right now he's going to be respawned and he's going to be back in the game, but it just took a long time. Multiple grabs they had, both of the monks, but they weren't able to actually just get the kills.
Keep in mind, I'm pretty sure LY and TM have all used their resurrections, and it's going to be a very difficult game and a very different game coming now, as resurrections are not allowed to be used anymore as the second circle is about to start closing in.
Bauda, Fun Plus, and KZ, all of them in this area. We look at YDC going around trying to use his bow and arrow, but right now he changes to his greatsword.
He's just trying to get a couple of hits off with that bow, deal a little bit of damage before he inevitably will have to engage. And we're going to see Highbow and Blue Sky both go down. TM is going to take this victory here, and it looks like TM is going to get the kills, and LY is going to be eliminated.
Oh, LY, all of their teammates, I think that 2 of their teammates out of the game. I did not see the 3rd kill, so I'm not completely sure that they're eliminated, but that would be terrible timing for them.
FPX over here trying to regroup. They're not taking too many fights. They already have the first 2 wins under their belt, so they know that they need to play this a little bit more smart, and they can take a little bit of time to chill here. Xiao Ming from ADA is down.
Look at that. It's only 149. They won't allow Rotru and Xiaoming to come in, and it's going to be 149, the only player alive.
That's what I'm saying. This has been happening. They get into fights, they get overconfident, they lose 2 of their players, and now they're down.
Sad for ADA, man. We were expecting way more from the boys.
Sad, very sad for ADA, as we're now turning to YL next, KZ and Bao Da.
Look at that, KZ. YDC already monk up, but he is not being able to see anyone around. He knows that they're Bao Da LYD player in here. Both of them, they're trying to grab on him. He's not being able to get the grab. He demonks, and right now he needs to try to regroup.
Guiji here in warrior form. He's also trying to take some fights here. 149 is going to go down, and that is going to be it for ADA.
That's going to be it for ADA. Completely annihilated from this.
They're not going to be able to have a chance in this tournament.
That was it for ADA, man. Sad to see the boys go like this.
Damn.
Nothing that you can do, man. That is the problem. That is the problem when you have such a high level of competition in everyone. Like the 16 teams that they're here, like they're the best of the best around the world. And you cannot expect just like ADA just because they won before in mainland China just to keep winning all the time.
Well, yeah, and those expectations definitely put a lot of pressure on them, creating this atmosphere where they felt like they had to get as many kills as they could and win, so there might be overcompensating, which is turning out not in their favor.
Not in their favor indeed. Bao Da, YJJPP. Just scaring everyone. Guiji is being a target, but he's gonna try to hold to that because he needs to run behind the house to try to go away from the monk.
Guiji is going to get ambushed by the other Bao Da players. YJJPP still unsuccessful with these grabs. It's going to be a 2v1 against Guiji, and Joe is going to take that kill. YJPP popping that belt, not to his success, and is going to go down to YDC.
YDC with the greatsword. Oh, the damage coming in.
Here we go. We're now seeing a couple more teams trying to enter here. Bao Da, YDC is going to pop. LYD, sorry, is going to pop that ult. He's going to try and get around. He has a legendary weapon, so it's going to be a legendary spear for him. He's going to try and take down all the other KZ members, but as YJJPP is also going to go down, it's going to be Bao Da and Joe left alive. Joe getting the revive off. He's able to get revived, but Bao Da is not looking too strong right now.
Bao Da's not looking very strong, but CCYA looking even worse. Turns around, gets the kill. His only player right now, he's trying to revive on someone, but he's not gonna be able to because he's being taken around from multiple players.
They both take a breather and try and go for that revive, but Joe is going to get hit. He's going to get knocked back from that greatsword. Clutch play coming here. His team was facing elimination right from the jump, and he goes and makes the save. KZ will remain in this game.
KZ is going to remain in this game, looking very unhealthy out of the circle. But after winning that fight, getting one more teammate back, KZ is on.
They're going to get both of their teammates back there, and FPX right on the edge of the circle here, just checking in houses for anybody and any extra meds. As we turn now to J-Team.
J-Team, one long. J-Team, normal composition. Viper, Ning, Temulk, and Yueshan. Are they going to be able to take this composition and actually take everything? They have all to win. They're already in first place. The only thing they need to do to play smart, and they might be able to go home $500,000 richer, man.
Looking now, we see GBL at full strength here. Don't know how long that will last considering their previous performances, but they are looking a little bit stronger and a little bit more prepared than last game, as KN, NIHQ back in the game, is going to try and get some bow shots off him.
Trying to get some bow shots right now. We can see multiple teams. GBL back in the mix. We can see 28HH, our man, trying to get back into his best shape. If they're not going to win the tournament, at least they could make some good last 2 performances.
Yeah, hopefully we can see a little bit better performance. They're super entertaining to watch when they're at their best, but right now when they're at their mid to worst stage in the game, it's a little bit,
Yeah, it's a little bit meh.
a little bit meh.
Totally right.
Turning now, YL Next actually picking it up this game. They're doing a little bit better than last time. And just taking a look right now, 13 minutes left and there's 35 players.
While next they know that they need to do a little bit better, man. They know that they have Dot Gaming and KRT trying to contest their place 14th. They don't want to be finishing in the last two positions, so while next they better just bring it in.
Yeah, if YL Next brings this in, they're going to be able to secure a little bit more than 6 grand.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll be able to pull that off, but I would also love to see KRT up in there.
Let's see. That's one of the beautiful things. You get competition on top and you get competition in the bottom. You need to keep your eyes open because it's activity all over the place.
Taking a look now, it looks like TM is in pursuit of KRT over there. It looks like the Jing and CPG is going to also try and rotate over there as well. BBS holding that outside angle so that they're going to be able to run through. Looking at this, TM might come through and they're going to have to rotate through that general area, and that's going to be a fight that's going to have to happen.
Exactly. Pampy already has eyes on Ska. Ska trying to move around. Pampy's going to be able to grapple on him, gets in the damage, and he's going to be a kill for Pampy. Right now, KRT, things are not looking good because right now Ferupia is being left alone, and right now it's taking multiple damage from TM.
Pampy just spamming that charge right-click ability, doing that up close while other players are just trying to get a couple hits off you. You do take a little bit of damage, but in the end, you're able to do a lot more than you take, and it's a very effective strategy. We saw it there. Frupia at very low health right now, and Ska went down to that ability.
Sky's gonna go down, and right now it's gonna be only 2 players for KRT. It's gonna look very grim for them as Ferupia goes down to Nael. TM collecting on those kills. It's gonna be only Inamuse in his Temulk trying to survive, going around, trying to hide from TM that they know that his scent is in the surroundings.
TM doing a lot better than the last couple of games. They're playing a little bit more cautious. They're only taking fights they know they can win, and KRT is a big target for the teams. Taking a look, all of the teams that are in the top bracket, the first to 6 teams, or first to 8, those teams are confident they take almost any fight. But those lower bracket teams that don't want to take all of the fights, taking a look, TM, YL Next, LY, they specifically try and go more for teams like KZ, BBS, and KRT, and Dot Gaming.
You need to start just kind of like getting on the fights that you can, that you know that you have a chance to win, right?
Looking here, we're going to see a 3-way battle. DZC, FPX, and J-Team are all going to start going at it, with one of J-Team's players already going down, so they're going to need to try and go for that revive, but it looks like it will not be successful.
It will not be successful as Inian is just kind of spotting on the body. They don't want him to come back because J-Team is a very strong team when they are all team up.
They are all trying to count they're trying to camp the body so they can't get the revive off. It looks like they won't be able to. FPX here looking decently strong. He's about to run into the rest of J-Team hiding in a bush. He knocks them out but doesn't go in pursuit of them. J-Team playing very laid back right now.
Very, very laid back, man. They need to try and go and get that revive. I'm trying to spot that last J-Team player where he is, because I cannot see him, and I hope that he's gonna revive. Otherwise, it's gonna look bad for J-Team.
J-Team with only 2 players left, they're hopefully going to be able to pull this off. They do still have Lee, so they're going to try and pull some Viper stuff. It's going to be very insane to see how this is going to work, and we actually still see GBL in this fight.
Well done, GBL. Coming back. I like when GBL goes back. It just gives me just like that kind of like group stage vibe.
Yeah, the group stage was so much fun to watch. GBL's performance was phenomenal. Their energy, just how they play, watching them in the warm-ups as well was just so great. And now they're coming here, and I'm a little bit disappointed.
Well, the psychological game, man. The psychological game. It was a matter of just like giving them the opportunity to kind of like show what they had. They knew everyone else just learned that 28HH was a great, amazing player, and targeting him since the beginning of these games today.
If you give somebody a little bit of hope and take it away just as fast as you gave it to them, it hurts way more than telling them they can't win.
Exactly. Just give them a little bit of hope and then just take it all the way away. Just rip it out of their hands.
If you, in the preliminary games, just make sure that they play super, super low and don't get a lot of kills. You knock them out really early, you go and target them, they're going to be determined to get better, and it's going to increase their performance. If you put them on the high rise where they were at, and then you just strip it all away for them, they have no clue what's going on.
It is part of the sports, man, that when you play in tournaments like this, you need to play smart. It's not a matter of just like playing very strong, it's just playing very, very smart.
But that is also one of the main differences we see in traditional sports to esports. Lots of sports teams don't intentionally take losses.
Yeah.
If you're playing, because they're usually best out of 7, so it's the first one to win a certain amount of games, which is the difference with esports, where it's a little bit more open and there's a lot more strategy to it.
Yeah, and it is 16 teams, right? And when we were in group stages, every time that they spawned in the island, there was going to be 16 teams. So it is not like in most traditional sports that it's only a 1v1. It's one team against the other team. Here you have 16 teams in the exact same game, just trying to win it. So kind of like hiding a little bit, trying to not show all your strats is very important. As look at that, J-Team, WC 98 already out of the game. It's going to be J-Team only with 2 people.
I mean, it looks like ADA was hiding too many of their strats, and they're still hiding them because they're already out.
Huh?
ADA is not part of this game anymore.
That is sad, man.
Yeah.
Very, very, very sad.
Okay, back to commenting, taking a look now at Dot Gaming. They're going to go up against KN right now. Hopefully they can get a couple kills off. Knocking KN out this early is super huge. Like I said before, any of those top teams, KN, Team CC, J-Team, and FPX, any of those teams, if you knock them out early, you have such a better chance of getting in.
All right, let's see. Game Too Hard already down. It's going to try to go for the revive. As right now, DCR KK is going to hold on one player on hand. He's going to drop Pampy down. Tries to hold him a second time. He's not going to be successful.
He's going to try and go for grabs on the 2 BBS players. He's trying to get Snacky Maltinez, but he's not able to. He tries to go for Pampy, but then realizes Pampy's popped the ult. He's not able to. He's going to go out of his monk and try and hit a reset here.
Let's see that. He tries to hit the reset now, moving into KN, Night HQ. Rotating around. We know Night HQ in a 1v1 battle, he's going to be lethal. But the amount of players that he has around, it's not a good place to step. Look at that, J-Team Lee. He was just trying to pull his Viper Ning skills, man. He knew that if he just from the top of the tree would just jump down and use his Viper's ult, he might be able to stun on at least 6 or 7 people.
BBS here looking decent in this game with 5 minutes left. 31 players, so it's going to be crowded as always. We're seeing Maltinez trying to get a couple shots off with that cannon. He's playing very good area damage, trying to shoot into the house, not specifically aiming for a player. As we see Wan Long, DZC.
They literally just walked through the next bush, man. They walked through the next bush, and J-Team was just like, shh. Stop breathing for a second.
Don't snitch. Don't tell them I'm here.
Don't snitch, man. Don't snitch.
DZC here. We saw it. DZC sends you. He has the Soul Jade, the special charge click for that katana. He has the forward and back. He's going to be able to get a lot more damage with that. That attack deals a lot more damage, and it stuns players for a longer time, rendering you invisible for a little bit. You're able to go back and forth, so you're not able to be hit.
Last 4 minutes of the game of FPX. Licia P is going to take one more kill on the Jing. CPG is going to be eliminated. Kai is the last hope of their team. FPS DXJ takes one more kill.
J-Team Lee is going to go down now. Ben Chu is going to go down from YL next with that double slam. ZU here trying to get a couple shots off. He's going to go for a slam on XD, pushing him far out into the circle. He's forced to demonk. He's going to take a lot of damage there. Li Xiaopi getting pushed into the circle. Zuki getting a grab there. ZU, he's going to get the kill there. Sanju getting a kill on BBS Huncho. XD is going to go down to Nai HQ, and Dot DCRKK is going to go down to Sanju as well.
Everyone is just falling down like flies, man. Look at that. Kill after kill after kill. TM Esports, still 3 players looking extremely healthy. DXJ going insane with the Monk.
He's getting a grab, he gets a second grab, he's going to knock Sanju out of this. Li Jiaopi is going to get killed by that ult from 28HH. GBL is still in this game.
GBL is still in the game.
Getting another kill on TXJ, knocking FPX to 1-0 players. That's going to be very, very huge for them. GBL having that huge advantage, knocking FPX out as they are a huge threat to them. He's trying to get those charge shots off with that gold longsword, getting a little bit of distance and range on those charged attacks.
Look at that GBL coming back in game 5. A little bit too late for them as they are extremely far away from the top positions, but they're battling for the honor right now.
28HH is also going to take out ZU here. They have phenomenal weapons. Look at that. They all have an attack gold Soul Jade. 28HH with gold armor and a gold longsword. We see that Old 6 and Dao Bao, they have purple weapons. It's going to be very interesting. They have a huge advantage right now. Old 6 taking another kill.
He's trying to go for Wenlong. Wenlong is trying to survive as long as
double grab,
possible.
Double slam, NiHQ going down and YDC going down as Dao Bao is going to survive going out of this ult. He's going to try and loot up on NiHQ. DZC Baoza is going to go down as well. Sanju is going to pop his monk.
DZC with 2 players, Inian and Sanju. They are still part of the mix. 28HH on the ult is not going to be enough as he's going to be grabbed in there, but it's going to be released down. 28HH is going on the counterattack.
It looks like GBL might take this here. Looking now, the teams that are left, they're going to try and revive Dao Bao, popping up that wind ball. Dao Bao is going to get that revive that he needs to get a reset off as fast as he can. Since they don't have a Karumi, he's going to have to pop shields the traditional way. DZC is going to go down. Dot Haidian. DZC Yin Yan is going to get that kill. Dot Gaming Haoxian is going to go down. J-Team's Wenlong is going to go down. That's taking J-Team out. And 28HH is going to get grabbed by TM Akame.
Akame going in, taken in one more time. The last hope of TM Esports. Akame is going to demonk, and he's going to fall to Lee Sin-Han KN.
Dao Bao getting one grab. He's going to go for that slam really quickly, not trying to go for a second grab, but he's looking around to see who he can grab now. He's gonna get Slayer from the tree. He's gonna try and go for this second one from that Temok who's running away. He doesn't get the grab. While next Slayer is going to struggle out. He's going to monk down. He's going to need to pop the bell as fast as he can. Tries to dash out there. We're going to see the ult a third time, getting one kill on NiHQ. He's about to get this second kill here, but he gets blocked. 28HH is trying to get this kill on Lee Sin-Han.
28HH in the comeback of the tournament. Look at that. He is going crazy. Slayer is still in the mix. He's gonna take on Old 6. Slayer trying to turn the things around. Dao Bao goes down. It's gonna be 28HH and Slayer. And Slayer is going to get one more kill. Look at the man. He is in the circle, still on his ult. He's gonna try to go for the kill. And he's going to be for K and Lee Sin-Han, the last person standing.
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, YL Next Slayer coming out of nowhere, popping that ult at the very perfect timing, team wiping GBL at the last second. They looked like they were going to win. It looked like a normal 3v1v1, but Slayer goes in, takes out all of GBL, absolutely wiping out their chances for victory of this trophy, and then almost getting that win, but KN's Karumi having just a little bit more health. Slayer is going to go down, and DZC is actually going to take this win off of points.